What's going on, everybody? It's Underdog, and we are loading back into City Skylines Remastered Victory Harbor. This is actually the final map in Map Pack 4, I believe. It is also a Japanese-inspired build. I think some of this is buildable over here, too. I haven't even thought about expanding that way. We also have some stuff over here. But yeah, so you can see that it is Japanese inspired because there's at least one pagoda. I almost forgot where it was. It's right next to the park here that we kind of made like wavy and right in the downtown district area, which is currently empty, but we will fill it. We have a transport center. We have an arena for baseball. We have this area over here, which mostly on the edge is just shopping. We have housing, apartments, schools. And so the whole point of doing this was the fact that City Skylines Remastered is coming out with like a physical edition, full Japanese edition. I think it's just this game plus some DLC on a disc, which is interesting. And we talked about PlayStation halting physical editions. So it feels like why not just fix Cities 2 and release that physical instead of this? Because there hasn't been an update in months for this game, so it's weird to release it when it needs an update. I don't know. I find that strange and interesting. I want to do some dark green housing into the district here for downtown. Like it's going to be skyscrapers and stuff. All of this mixed policies. I know we have map-wide fishing, we have map-wide Wi-Fi, we have map-wide recycling. I was trying to think hard. I gotta get my brain moving when it comes to building in cities. Just a little bit of brain movement. I want some dark green on the edge there too. So yeah, a lot of this can be dark green because this is like the suburbs. So I don't know if I want to ban like high rises in this section. I don't know, because eventually some of these are gonna evolve and be really tall, and I don't know if I'm okay with that or not. I'd rather they not get super tall, so maybe I will. I'm just thinking about, like, visually what a high-rise ban would do. Because it's still going to keep these, but I think it would stop anything higher than that, which would be good. Same thing over here. Like, yeah, we have this skyscraper, but besides that, I don't think we want any more. So, go to city planning, select that. What's up, Megan? How's it going? This is Victory Harbor. It's a Japanese style map. And there's no power over here, but once we get this connected, this will be filled with office buildings. It's the transport center. So we have like a bus station. There is a train, obviously, coming into the city, which I think I already turned it into the bullet train. I'm not sure if these lines are fully connected and organized, though, because there's no power to these stations out here. But there's also a metro line, like underground, which we have not finished and completed yet because I didn't know. I didn't know where else it should go. I think it should go to the other side. Here. And maybe that's good enough. The spots that we have might be good enough for the metro. I don't know if I want one here though. I don't see the harm in it. And figure out where they connect and everything. We're just using these. ROJ. There's a large ground station. We didn't have space for this one, so I think we moved it, right? Yeah, because I switched it to the bus. I got rid of this and I switched it to the city bus so we can get more people into the map. Which is gonna take forever because this will not connect here. I might have to just force a park or something. Close these gaps. Let's do shopping there as well. You're having a long day? It just started. What do you mean? I mean, you probably got up a lot earlier than I did. You know how I woke up today? It's kind of a funny story to tell. I woke up because my mom dropped a banana. And the noise of that banana hitting the ground, like, woke me from the deepest slumber in history. That's kind of funny, I think. They say don't slip on a banana, but nobody ever warns you about the sound that a banana can make. But besides being tired, I think I'm alright. Been focusing a lot on content here on Twitch and YouTube. Cause we got some games coming out, man. Like, October is packed with new releases and DLCs and all kinds of gaming stuff, and I figured there's really no reason not to play a little bit of games here and there. Get a little bit of gaming. Okay, so this has an off-ramp, but it's only one lane. I might have to widen these lanes, which is something that I do if it's a major off-ramp or something, or major connection. So we can do this way, which adds this adds a lane here like that. But then it gets narrowed down. So this might have to move. There we go. I don't care about the on ramp isn't as important as the off ramp, because this is how people are getting into the map. And that was a placeable, not a unique. And we can find it again, maybe. I think it was under Brutalist. Maybe not. No, it was under this one, Shops of Shibuya. Yeah, I can still squeeze that in there. I just need to fill that gap now. Mm-mm-mm. Doubt anyone's gonna want offices there. I can't exactly do industrial buildings in the recycling plant. But I can do tax rates for offices. And just put offices there. Can do that. Do 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 do. I don't know if I can move that. We just need the straight road to snap, bro. See, that looks okay. At least one cross street there. And that was a water filter of some sort. And there's a couple different options of these. Inland, you have inland. This one's smaller. You have Eco Advanced. You have Advanced Inland. I could do this one. Does that snap? Yeah, that snapped automatically. Alright, cool. Recycling plant looks functional now. Yeah, I did these on and off ramps, so that's good. I'd love for this to split and connect there, though. Somehow. I know there's a tunnel. I'm wondering if I could perhaps get the tunnel to do. The metro's there. But that's probably the end of the line, so it might be alright. I know I really want to connect up here too. Ugh. Why you gotta be weird? Yeah, just link it right back. That'd be funny too. I know I have some sort of road connection there. Yeah, no, I don't. That's not the worst plan. This should just be like a giant circle. It really should. But whatever. Okay, so train. We just need some tracks. Oh, what if we go under? From there. Don't touch the ground. Come on. Yeah. That's what we want now. That can be a little bit bumpy because I'll hide that anyway. And then I know the roads up here are gonna have bike lanes. So what I wanted on the side of these hills were like small houses, light green. And just like rows of houses up here. Like so. And then this road can be a normal road. Unless you want to bike up that hill. I guess you could bike up that hill. That's okay. That works. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, just like housing up here was the plan, and these hill areas will be separate districts for small housing. Holy commercial issues, dude. What in the world? What is happening up here? See if we can solve some of these problems quick by just deleting them. Okay, so we know that there is a intercity bus station, but that's different than a regular bus depot. This just spawns it. That's all this does. This just spawns buses. So I don't know if we're gonna have like bus stations in the map. Cause is there a regular one that's just for like buses? Cause these are multi-hubs. I just want a regular bus like station. That's Japanese. I don't really think that's an option, so I could just do the regular compact one here somewhere. Kind of for the map, because this is like right in between all the districts and everything. So it would be here, or maybe on this road. Like either this or down here. And I'm pretty sure I already did major intersection things. Not for these roads, but... Oh, maybe I didn't. Or maybe it reset these. It didn't reset my trees, which means that that's working now. That bug has been fixed. Alright, so we got that. Bus lane there. Or, I mean, bike lane there. I don't know if I'm going to do separate bus lanes. If I do a bus, like, fairway connection, will it work for intercity buses? I've never really thought about that. Because the lines work on it, like they auto-snap. But is the game smart enough to know if I did, like, a fairway of just a bus lane to have the intercity buses go that way? I don't know. And I also don't know if I want bus lanes like connecting from the outside to the inside, but I guess I have to, right? I still need an alternate connection here. Like to that road. This should have come from further back. I'm gonna do a little bit of a highway redo. Cause I have this. And then this adds. This adds like a bus lane. I might have to lift this a little bit. Like from, oh. Yeah, see, now that has a bus lane to it. I don't really know how you would end that. Or if that's even necessary now that I'm doing what I'm doing. I think this road has to be upgraded. I don't think there is a choice there. Unfortunately. What is this? All this shit is like not movable. Yeah, I know, I just deleted a bunch of important buildings. But I really don't see another way. So we were using just generic pine. on these 6-lane roads. It doesn't even look that bad, to be honest. This is just transferring traffic from one part of the map to the other, so we have to treat this like this is the main connection to everything right here. So let me just get these highways attached, and welcome back. This might work if I turn snapping off for a second. It's gonna be a little bit bumpy. I don't know if I can really fix it that much. Trying to make it smoother, but come on, stay on the ground. Sometimes you just have to delete it and redo it. It still like dips down there. I have no idea why. I mean, this still has to be a thing. Because this is where it splits. So this should stay on the ground till that too. Alright. Then from there, switch to one-way with sound barriers. Okay. And this has to go either over or under that. I guess this could connect directly here. This is so wobbly now. City would be better with a pink skyscraper or a pink train. Well, hold on now. What color is this? It's kind of like an orange. I don't think there's a pink skyscraper. We were gonna do the Pearl Tower. What color is the Pearl Tower? Pearl Tower has pink on it. I thought we were friends. We are. But I'm saying, we can get a pink train. I would just have to paint it pink. And I don't remember. My train line is green. I could turn it to pink. But I don't think the bullet train is really a colorful thing. There it is. See, it's got a pink line on it. Yeah. I can't change it from a bullet train. It has to be a bullet train. But we added all these cherry blossoms and things. And I haven't really done detail in the park, but I wanted to add more flowers in the park as well. I was going to put something in the middle of the park, like a gazebo. But first, we have to... Space is already occupied. What do you mean? See, that's the problem, is I want you to be able to get back on the highway from here. So I think this has to go further. Because I want a connection like that. This is my problem. I think this has to go underneath. And then come up. Unless I can get a bridge connection for that. And make it not look ugly. Which is very difficult. Oh. Okay, it could be worse. We have a connection at heart. Connection at fart, more like it. Alright, so what did we delete? I know for a fact that we, somebody chose volleyball for the sport. And then it was, I believe, a high capacity high school? Or elementary? No, it was a high school. High school was here. And then I know we had the police station. So we have the police helicopters. Police station, and then there was a gym, which is under health. There was a gym squeezed right there, but the gym is gone, so the gym is going to the other side of that. And now that the gym is gone, see if we can get the another Japanese garden there. 'Cause I don't even remember where the other one was. It's right here. Yeah, but that fits, so it's fine. My face is a fart? That's not very nice. Gotta be nice to me. You started. You ain't wrong. When you're wrong, but you ain't wrong. Okay, so I don't think there was anything else over here that I deleted. It might have just stopped the power. But it'll come back in a second. Yeah, see the train, the bullet train is supposed to be going like 300 miles per hour, but it's going like 1. That's a very awkward connection there, but it's getting from one part of the map to the other, and that's really what matters. This needs some sort of park on the other side. Usually I just do parking because it's easy. And save space. You have to pay for these parking spots here. See, this one isn't even attached to the ground. It's like it's like barely, you can't tell. Or maybe you can, look. It's barely attached to the ground. This is like raised up. This is not touching the ground, technically. This is what it looks like if it's touching the ground. This is like barely raised for no reason. I don't... You can tell there too, there's like a slope. I don't know why. I couldn't get it to like just touch the ground, dude. But whatever. It's fine, just touch the ground. So I'm gonna put dark blue there. Until that. And then offices there. Okay? Okay. Just on that corner, but everything else is light blue. And I'm not gonna do a hotel district or anything. If we're gonna get a hotel, I'll throw it in the middle of the map somewhere. Now, I don't think any of those seaside hotels really look Japanese either. Where are they at? Did I already skip over them? Yeah, these are very either Americanized or European, but I could get away with that one, maybe. And just throw it up on a mountain. The district? Yeah, that's what it's called. This is Sakura District. And we got North Victory. So this is how the map faces. Like if you're looking at it on a map, this is what it looks like, right? And then we got like garbage and recycling over here with a power plant. And then this will be like the downtown city area. We have an arena, baseball arena. And this is where all the transport hub connections like in and out of the map are. And then everything, this whole space is going to be skyscrapers and crazy, like we're going to push it to the max. And then up on the hills will be like small housing, and then out here is going to be small housing and maybe some farms. I could do farming here, which would make more sense for the industrial side of the map. So maybe not farms up here, but definitely farms over here, because we have all that light green ground. This is all fertile farming here. It's all this back here as well. The best thing I can do is make a bus line from here. It only goes out this way, okay. Make a bus line from here to the depot, to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, and somehow back. I know, a lot of these dots are close together, but it will work. You want a pink bus? I can do a pink bus. I'm okay with doing a pink bus. I think I had these set to 110. Depending on the bus, it'll be more colorful. Now, do we want double-deckers? Or super bendy buses? Do you want a super bendy bus? Let's see. Look at that. Big pink bus. Look at it. Holy, big bus. The longest bus of all time. That's cute. Thanks. That carries 100 people. Which I was gonna say, yeah, that's the longest one. But this is the commuter bus. So I want to see what the Japanese commuter bus looks like. That's it? Wait, that's it? That carries 70, you're telling me this carries 74 people? I don't believe that for a second. Alright, so that the whole purpose of that bus line is to get people from here to here and back. And that's it. That's the whole purpose. There's a fire department somewhere nearby. We need a park right at the end of this too. Do 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 do. I have to delete all these things again. You're asking me for commercial demand, and then you instantly delete things. I don't know what you want from me. So, Shops of Shibuya is dark blue and light blue. I cannot paint any of that. I don't remember what these look like. We're gonna find out. Okay, it goes out there. It goes out there, so we can make a gap. We can close the gap. In some of these, the light blue is taller than the dark blue, which is not confusing at all, I promise. It's fine. We'll make this street right here will be light blue. Just because. There would be a hotel near here. Like, realistically, I don't know if it would be one of these. But maybe a downtown hotel. Like, one of the, that can go on the hill, but... Now, do we want one of these fancy ones? One of these fancy ones would work. Right on the corner. Without doing a hotel district, that's probably our best option. Because these don't really get very tall. That breaks the seawall thing. This could be, we could do that at a corner. Like this corner right here. Still don't know where that train's connecting. Gotta have a train station back here somewhere. Or up here. On this beach. Don't forget your house. What are my redemption options? Hold on. Oh, you can name something. I used to, a long time ago, let people choose where they want to live in the game, because that is a thing we can do. So, where would you want to live on this map? I don't really have demand for light green, but you can live in a pre-made, like a house that's already here. Do you want an apartment building? Where would you want to live? Like right in the center? Like right here? You want a house. Yeah, but where? Because these are all apartments. Unless you want to live up here, like right on this corner? What about this house? You want this crappy house on the corner? the Megan residence. There you go. I don't ask for much, Underdog. Look! Look, it's the Megan residence. It's right there. It's a busy corner. You have to deal with all the loud traffic of the day. I keep forgetting to connect this. And I still don't know why it has to be that tall if it's going over the road. Like, I don't understand. But alright. I just want to be a fart. I mean, isn't that what we all aspire to be? Just one stinky fart. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know how I'm gonna get power to the other side of the map here. Guess I don't have a choice but to do a power line. You know one of my TikTok stickers? This one? That's the same thing right there. My Twitch emote. That's where I got that first TikTok sticker. Because I said, oh, I already have a Twitch emote that I've had for years. And I imported it to TikTok. I also downloaded some lost clips. Like old gaming clips from like 2022. They weren't really lost, they just would not, for some reason, be downloaded. And I got to download them like last night, finally. I don't know why it let me. I've waited 4 years. And I was like, I'm just gonna upload those clips and see if anybody notices that they're like 4 years old. I don't care. I've stopped caring about the quality of content that I'm putting out on the internet. It's out there, dude. It is what it is. Alright, well, we're getting an industrial demand, which should be these office buildings. Now, what do these look like? So these are supposed to be looking like shops from Shibuya, which is Tokyo, essentially, downtown Tokyo. Let's see, they're pretty packed. Some of them are kind of curved on the front. Some of them look like that, I guess. Let's see what they're calling these. Discount sales, outlet shop, shop till you drop, new commercial center. Yeah, so they're not really called anything special. You have a battle? Like an agency battle? Because I'm assuming that's what you mean. Do, 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 do. Okay, so just if you have the event, make sure you have that event like on your profile, and you share that event to the, or share it to me, I guess. Share the event to me. There should be a way to do that. Oh, we're getting garbage now. We're getting garbage. I don't like garbage. So that mail's covered there. I'm not gonna name the post offices. I usually do, but I'm not going to this time. I don't think it's worth it. Do 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 do. I'm not rebuilding this, dude. That's too much effort. If it's gonna be a garbage backup glitch, they should have fixed that months ago. I'm not gonna worry about it. Somebody else's problem. I might be the mayor or city planner, but send that problem to someone else. Alright, come on. That's not even powered, is it? We're gonna need the longest line. Alright, well, a playground across from the fish market doesn't really make a lot of sense. But what about a seaside restaurant, dude? What about like a seafood restaurant? Huh? Alright, so from one power plant, we gotta have this back here. Hold on. Alright, that should turn all these on. So the only true power I'm getting is from this updraft, but I had windmills like all up on here. I don't know how these windmills aren't enough. A windmill, just as a reminder, is 8 megawatts each, which is not actually much at all. But I could do a different source of power, maybe ocean or geothermal out here or something. I go like there's so much space for shit. Okay, I'll put a couple more. just because. Eventually, these lines will be deleted. Eventually. One day. One day, they'll be deleted. Yeah, Megan, just send that information to me on TikTok. It'll be a lot easier for me to do what I need to do over there. I don't know what day of the week that is. The 24th. What's today's what? The 18th? Alright, not everything needs to be a street light, dude. Like, I know you want it to be a street light everywhere. And a lot of these should be street lights, you're not wrong. But not every single road. I just have to follow this main one for a little bit. Okay, so that's off. This has to be on. That goes in between. That's like in the middle. Maybe this one. I think that's okay. Yeah, maybe that line, because that seems like that's, we're gonna treat that like a major road there. And then that. Okay, so I was thinking about putting a train station on the beach out here. Is this included? Oh, that's in the financial district. Alright, good. So yeah, this will be the train station for the financial district, which I need to properly paint. There we go. So this is all office buildings back here then. And the stock market We have to place a stock market and get it powered before I forget. That's what we have to do. Let's connect this train line. Okay. So there's a weird cave there, which is fun. We love weird caves. I don't know if there's a way to smooth that over. I don't think there's a way to avoid that crossing. I'd love to redo this, but like I said, I don't know how much more smooth I can make it. Did they improve smoothing in Cities 2? Did I mention this? We gotta add roads in here. Not sure why that's that way, but alright. There we go. That's what it should look like. Do 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 do. Kind of like a crisscross pattern right here. And then that's good. We can name the train stations if need be. I don't think that's really necessary. This road being here is a problem, but we can adjust where that road connects. This I can turn and have come across. Which is what I thought we were doing. Where's the bike lane? Oh, so that did work. Well, then why'd you give me trouble about it? Alright. We have to pause just for like a minute or two. So I will be maybe right back. Please enjoy the music. I'll be right back. we are far from being done with this. In fact, I haven't actually gotten a lot of building finished. I think a lot of this... I know it's dark green now. I think a lot of this is gonna be light green now. I'd like at least one angular road. Let's see. Or one road that kind of goes like to maybe to this middle part and just starts doing that. And that's what the rest of the district is gonna kind of look like. Because that's what it should look like, really. It doesn't have to be perfect. Essentially it's supposed to be a grid, but it doesn't really have to be a grid. A lot of empty space here. And just a ton of trees. And maybe something big right there. Like, I don't know, maybe another park or a unique building or something. Not sure. One of these crossroads is where the Oriental Tower will go. Where did it go? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Feel like it's at the bottom. It is. So yeah, this has to be at the end of one of these cross streets. Probably there. And more parking! Everybody's favorite. I put parking all around this arena. As much of it as I could without that big one. Which is like this executive parking lot. It's not the most exciting thing, but I can squeeze it in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yes. So, the important thing to note is that there's so much space here, and obviously it's very empty, and I need to fill that space. And the fastest way to do that in this game, besides just painting, like if I just start painting, there's a lot of green demand down there on the right side, which means that it wants me to build housing. And I'm going to do that, but it only really helps me if I am consistently expanding the city and getting new people in here. And the best way to do that is to make the connections, not just with the train, but the buses and the metros. So I think now is probably the right time to complete that metro line. And this is all glitched out still, so they haven't exactly updated things. So this is underground. And we want it to be so that there's a triangle there. This connects to here. Right? And then this goes across the water somehow. Which I don't know if I can do. I want to have it cross the river underneath, but it may be too deep. Or I just need it to come at an angle. It just might be too deep, dude. Because that is a thing. There is a limit to how deep I can go. It just says that it's reading that it still cannot build on water. So I might need a bridge. Which is really unfortunate. But doable. I just have to make the connection there. So yeah, hold on. This needs to connect here, but this can turn and go that way. I didn't want to ever see the metro. Like, I never wanted to visibly see it. But there's no other way to get the connection to the other side of the river. And it sucks. But it's only going to be one line, and it's only right there. It glitches through a tree, so, you know, there's that. I really want to be able to have this come down even lower. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, that looks weird, but I can hide it. I can hide how weird that is with trees and shit. If we can find the oaks. Can get like one of those crazy boulders. Fox molders. Okay. And this has to connect to that. Where else did I have? I have one here. See, the problem with the metro is it's very restrictive about like where you can and can't curve. So I may have to redo a little bit of that, but I think it's okay. That's the end of that line. Not all these have to interconnect either. That's an important thing to remember. Like, not every metro line has to connect. And there's gonna be... I want one for the Pearl Tower. Like, I want one in here. So... like that. Now I have one for the arena. I have one there. Potentially one there for the park would not be the worst idea either. If I can find a way to connect that. I can have two metros on the same line. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a tunnel road in the middle of everything. I forgot. See, that's kind of a sharp curve. I'm gonna put this metro right underneath the arena. Go. Okay, and then we try to make this smooth. That triangle might work. Yeah, there's some strange connections here, but... I think the game will let me do what I want to do. If I was gonna place the stock market, before I forget to do that, it would have to be probably at that corner. I don't see another place where it could be. Some power there. Need a park on this side. Maybe just a plaza. Okay, well, I'm not worried about filling in spaces with trees too much. But I would say this whole square next to the Pearl Tower is going to be parks as well. If I can squeeze them in there. Or maybe just like that. Okay, save. Now that we have that done, the most important part is getting this to connect there. And so that this won't bend backwards, right? But it will connect there. Or here. And then eventually up there. And up there. And I think that's one line. Because this is a highway connection, and this is an intercity connection. And that's the point, is that you're getting people from outside the map into the map. And if they want to get somewhere else, they're just going to hop the train. And that's what it's going to be. We won't make this line... I know if Megan's somewhere in the world, she's going to want this to be the pink line. But actually, I'll probably make the one that crosses over the pink line. That way we see it. Because you don't really see the metro lines here. But... I don't know if there's a ROJ 110. Capacity is 660. So this will be connecting from here to here. Right, and then this line I feel like there should have been, I should have tried to force a connection there. Or here, I thought there, see, I'm thinking these are connecting. Which they're not. But I guess I can make them connect. Like I said, you don't see it, so it's okay that it's ugly. Stop at that, go to that, go there, and then back. Now will you let me go back? Thank you. Yeah, see, we just needed an extra tunnel there. So this one will be the pink line. I don't know if you can paint the ROJs too much. I feel like you can't. So that's the fishing harbor, but not the fishing market, right? There's your market right across the street. Okay. Save the game again. Delete some of these. I guess these can build up. We're just gonna make them look really good, especially around the arena. One win and one canceled game. Winning just gives the city a happiness boost. Alright, so that line is done. Next metro line is from here to there to here to here to here and back. I have to redo this. Hold on. From here, it's gonna be weird, yeah. Because I want to reach back there. And I can't get to the... I can't get to this. This one's in the worst spot. I'm just gonna need a separate line for that. Okay. 110 to the bottom, which is 660 capacity. That's crazy. It's like the most you can have on a metro line. This one is going to be back and forth down the middle. No extra places, no extra stops. 110 ROJ, which is the Japanese. This will be a yellow line. Okay. And then from here to there. To there? To there. Ooh. Okay. Hold on. These lines might need to connect. See, this one I feel like has too many lines going to it. It's not really fair. And I don't really want to upgrade this to the double, but I'm like, dude, I don't know what else I can do. I think shit. I didn't mean to delete the road. I think I have to, because there's so many subway lines connecting to this one right here. Because it's like, this is the corner piece of the build right there. And I know this one could do the same thing. But there's not that many lines coming into that side, so... Did that break every single subway line? Possibly. That also means I can connect that one. So, who's really the loser now? Still me. It's still me. Well, though, yeah, these two are still connected. Okay, hold on. I didn't want to do, like, major construction like this right now, but I'd kind of put myself in this situation. What did I have for this? Okay. I just wanted to know what type of ambulance I had. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna just have to redo all of these. That's just life, my friends. Okay, so back to Metro. Line number 1. From here to here to here to here and back. Or, yeah, that time it can connect to there. That kind of works. And that is line 1. No matter what. And these all have to be 110 ROJ Metro, Japanese option. That's line 1. Now line 2. Is going across the river to all this industrial and fishing shit. This will be the pink line because it's the only one you're going to see, even just for a second, and it might not even pink. It might not even be pink. Okay, and then line number 3 was from here to here to here to here and back. I think. Well, that's what it is now. Doesn't matter what it was before. That's what it is now. And then we need from here, okay, this is the financial loop. From here to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, and back. That's a long line, man. That's the thing, is like, do I really need it to be that long? I don't think so. I think we gotta do multiple short lines. So like one that's just going down this way. And then just ends like there. I think that's okay. Vehicle count modifier. Save so I don't lose that progress. Yeah, and then this to the arena, to the stock exchange, and there and back. I mean, technically, this one's in the financial district too, so I guess I'll go around the corner. This is just to get people around the map. And that'll be green for money. Okay, and then this is the tourism one. That's a short line. Okay, so this one cannot bend that way. But it can go out here and come back and connect, which is what it did before. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the last one. No, I am mistaken. I wish I could edit line number 1. Wait, can I drag like a train? Does that work? I don't know if I can add a stop. I know what I can do, though. I can rename it line number 1 and cheat. Ha ha! Trick the game into thinking I didn't make a mistake, which technically I didn't, but I think that's right now. That should be correct now. All the metro lines connected. Done. We're done with that. Whew. Now, filling this in is still going to take time, even though we have those connections. Do 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 do. So the nice thing to do would be other buses. Or other bus lines. So if we're not doing bendy buses, I think the recycling plant probably needs a bus stop. We can, yeah, we can add stops along the way. That's an important thing to remember. This will be a second bus line, pretty much mirroring the other one, but going into here instead. Okay. So, I believe I had buses at 110. Like, all transportation was 110. Was it not? I'll make it 110. Because that's what it should be. Yeah, Metro was 110, train was 110, so buses should also be 110. I think I had taxis, right? Yeah, I put taxi stands. So did I have taxi budget at 110? I did. Why did I not have regular bus budget increased? What's wrong with me, man? I don't know what the default buses are. So that one bus will be the bendy bus. But I don't know what the regular... I guess we're doing the ROJ, which are 74. And then it won't really paint them. But they'll be connected throughout the city. And I now realize that this will take several hours to complete this map. And I don't really want to be sitting here building in this game for several hours. No offense. Look at the financial district things. See, these are kind of skyscrapers. And those have their own, like, unique parks and stuff, too. Some are unique, but some are not. Park with the dome right there. Doesn't exactly fit the financial vibe. More parking! Hooray! How very exciting. I think a lot of around here should just, that's what that should just be. A bunch of parking spaces. I wanted something like on that corner, but I guess we got the hotel, so that's good enough. You have to pay to park there, guys. You have to pay for that. I mean, there's offices there, right? This is all financial district stuff. We're not getting anything else in there. I believe we're gonna probably eventually have the housing up here, which is what I want, right? I guess I'll zone it now. Why not? Not including the beach. At least to that road. We'll fix that. We'll make it look good. Just gotta do the big painting first. Okay. So, we take that off. Doesn't really matter if this is zoned on the hill. I'm not building on the hill. So it can touch the water there. Cross here. It can keep this road. Up to here. All that. I think I can add like extra little streets. What's gonna be nice about this is it's biking. So it'll be less traffic up on these elevated areas. It'll give it a true Japanese look. Elevation is a really important thing. I used to build Japanese cities, and I know what I'm doing. And I thought, earlier today I was thinking about this, and I was like, maybe if one of these plots was just elevated randomly, like in the middle, that'd be kind of crazy. Or maybe even on the corner. Like you just lift the land up. Would kind of make things look really interesting. But not sure it's necessary to do that. So these don't have to attach. This needs a name. Walnut District. Why not Windmill Plateau? How do you spell plateau? Plateau. How do you spell words? EAU? EAU? Is that it? EAU? EAU? Plateau. Yeah, that's a weird spelled word. Windmill Plateau. And I guess it'll be default. Or Heart of Korea. I don't remember what the light green, because it's only going to be light green. And I did say maybe a little bit of Korean districts in this map, and that makes sense. Parking, we'll do parks and education, we'll do recycling, Wi-Fi is map-wide, low density. I don't want to touch high-tech. I think I might have done, oh yeah, it's electric cars too on this map, right? Let me see if I did. I did fishing license down here, but I didn't do helicopter priority. Because I think that's just, the helicopter priority, I believe, is just for emergency services. Yeah. I'm just checking that I didn't turn that on for these. No. Okay, so these people are allowed to do their own fishing. I guess that's the whole point of the fishing license. Well, I wish this wasn't angled that way. Why would you angle that way? That looks horrible. Thank you for that, though. And they really don't want me to... Yeah, it has to be right, the road has to be right on the water for these fishing things to work, those piers. I was like, I guess I might Might need a road connecting to the to this shit anyway. Cause we're not really touching the water, are we? It's whatever. I've got a harbor. That's what matters. I don't need fishing. Anyway, let's find out what these light green things look like. I'm painting all around. Do 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 do. We don't have to build on this road right now. Did we encourage biking? Encourage biking. Just up here. So, 2 lanes with bikes. Like I said. The game hates dead ends. Like, absolutely hates dead ends. Can't stand dead ends. But I don't think 1 or 2 is going to be the end of me. Especially right there. Okay, so these get filled in. Train station is a little bit of a problem. Ba-doop boop boop ba-doop ba-doop boop boop. Right, so Windmill Plateau, I'm not sure exactly if it needs a unique building to make it important, but I did want that one hotel somewhere, probably by the water, so probably on this side. Probably, maybe up here. That way that we're driving traffic towards these destinations. Another koi pond? Sure, why not? I really thought I was set with the water up here. Alright, well, that should get fixed in 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't know what these buildings are gonna look like. I feel like they're small apartments, like the Korean, light green, Heart of Korea style, design is gonna be kind of modern looking anyway. So they might not be small houses. They might be small apartments. But that's alright too. If we can boost the population, that's good. It really doesn't look like we've got much done, but we have. We just need to fill out these spaces. That's all. I think this is gonna be, we're gonna build from here now, so. Yeah, everything has to be parallel to this. Hold on, I'll fix that. Here's the train, by the way. It's supposed to be pink, but it doesn't look pink. And there's the metro. Oh, look, see, the metro is more pink than the train. Or maybe that is the red line. Whatever. Oh, we had a... red... yeah, that's supposed to be the pink line. Where the hell? What the heck? Why would that delete that? Fix it. Fix that. Fix that, game. Fix it. You can't figure that out? I just deleted it and rebuilt it, and you can't... You're gonna act all weird now? Come on. Don't act weird. That better go away. You know what? I'm gonna reload. That better go away. Otherwise, I have to build the train line again. I don't really want to do that. Come on. Ugh. See, things like this, like... Look, I deleted the lines and they're still glitched. I think, you know what? I think that's it. I think that's it for Victory Harbor Part 2. I think that's going to be it for me, man, because I got to go eat lunch anyway. So if it's going to be buggy and we're never getting a patch again, because Cities Skylines Remastered Japanese Special Edition or whatever is coming out on disc at some point, I don't know when. Will we get another DLC for this game? I have no idea. Every time I think it's not going to happen, 10 years later it does happen. So I'm not going to curse us by saying anything other than this is Victory Harbor, and just picture it complete. We have helicopters and skyscrapers. This helicopter's just kind of floating here menacingly. Menacingly! Menacingly!